What the? Yes! No way! I got him. I got him.
What is good, Gray Gang? We're here today. We are doing something a little bit different today. We're going to try to deer hunt, and I can guarantee, 100% guarantee that we might shoot something today. Like, it's definitely 100%, but I don't know if I will or not. It's just one of those days, okay? Had a pretty good sausage egg biscuit. But anyways, we're out here today. I am stinking fully decked out. It's 31 degrees, and I dressed for 0 degrees. I got the KG hoodie on, but you can't even see it because I got my harness, backpack, and bino holder on here. But like I said earlier, we're actually going deer hunting. This is the first time I've been deer hunting since before Christmas, I think. And if y'all remember, I set up a corn pile down here. I've also never restocked the corn pile, so there may or may not be any corn left. If we're going to be completely honest, I don't expect there to be any, but I think we may still be able to get away with it. It's a pretty good hot spot for deer anyhow. And plus, today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to hunt more than just deer. That's why there's a 100% guarantee that we might shoot something. I'll give you more information about that once we get up in the stand, but for now, we're just gonna make our way to the stand. We got a really big flat rock right here. I have fell on my butt multiple times, and today we're gonna try not to add to that list. Oh, you're kidding me. Dang it, you're seriously kidding me. There's deer. There's 3 deer. Oh, man. I'm not even kidding, guys. There's 3 deers right over there. And I was too focused on the rock to see them. Doesn't matter. If I would have seen them, I couldn't shot them. They were in some super thick brush. Probably bedded down because it's still morning. The good news is that it's still pretty early in the morning. I mean, the sun is up, but give me a break, guys. I had to sleep. But it's pretty early in the morning, so there's still a good chance that the deer will come back this way while I'm up in the stand. Looking for the corn pile, looking for the corn pile. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, there's no corn left. Oh, there goes a squirrel. There goes a squirrel. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys, y'all have probably already figured it out by the title, but we're going to hunt squirrels with my bow. I've got a special little attachment on my bow that's going to allow me to take out squirrels at a very high percentage. Now, I am going to wait until I'm up in the stand to show you, but it is pretty epic, guys. Some of y'all may have never saw this before, or you may have only heard stories. It's pretty legendary, I'll just say that. But anyways, guys, here's the tree stand. I'll see you at the top. Okay, guys, we're up in the tree stand. Let me show you what we're actually going to be using. First, let me pull off an arrow. Okay, we'll use this arrow. Right now, it just has a field tip on it. That's for like shooting target practice. But today, we're going to be using something a little bit different for squirrels. Obviously, you've seen my broadheads that I'm using for deer. They're basically razor blades. We don't want to use that for squirrels. Squirrels are super small targets, and the hard part's going to be hitting them, not killing them. If you can hit a squirrel with a bow traveling this fast, you're probably going to kill it. So our main objective is not to make it bleed a lot, but mainly just to hit it. And that's why we're using a different tip. I'm going to take this one out. I'm going to reach in here to my KG binocular holder. This is basically like a chest fanny pack. I really like using the KG Predator fanny pack, but honestly for deer hunting and like a larger game, I kind of like the chest bino pack because, well, one, I can reach in here and pull out my binoculars at any time. And two, it's just bigger and it can hold more stuff. But anyways, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to pull out this thing. This is what they call a small game head, or I think some people call it a judo head. I'm not sure about that one, but it's definitely a small game head. That's what it's made for. But I just screw it on just like any other broadhead. And there it is, guys. What happens is you obviously try to hit the squirrel with this end right here. Really a lot of blunt force. But then, like I was saying, the hard part is to hit the squirrel. If you're off by about a centimeter in any direction, these little wires right here, they're actually going to catch the squirrel and literally just yank it. And a lot of times whenever you catch a squirrel with that, since this arrow's going so fast, it's going to throw the squirrel pretty violently in a way. Long story short, if this arrow hits almost any part of the squirrel, you should kill it or at least damage it enough to get up close and kill it. The good thing, these are 100 grains, the same weight as my broadheads. That means I should be able to hit in the same spot. My bow should be sighted in, for these as well. So now, guys, we really just wait until a deer. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. We're still after deer. We're still deer hunting, of course. But if a squirrel gets close enough, which is within 15 yards, the closer the better, obviously, because it's a small squirrel. But if a squirrel gets close, some would even say too close, we're gonna throw a judo head at him, and hopefully that'll close his book of life. Okay. First animal moving in. She's coming in quick, too. She's right over here. Oh gosh, there's no. Oh snap. There's 2 of them, guys. They're moving in quick. I didn't even have time to react. I really can't tell the species. I think it's either a beagle or some kind of basset hound, but I'm gonna put my money on a beagle. Also, I think there's a squirrel up in that tree or that tree. I've heard him moving around and I even saw him a little bit, but at the moment, I don't really know where. He's somewhere right over here in this tree patch, and if he moves any closer, I'll get out the camera and we may even get to take a shot at him. Hopefully we'll get some more action, but if we're gonna be honest, guys, I don't know how it can get any more exciting than that. Oh, no, never mind. He's climbing the tree. Can y'all see that? He's climbing the tree. Right there on that brown tree. He's right there. He's climbing. He's actually sitting still right now. He may be able to hear me, but listen, guys, we have a situation. So I've actually been in this tree stand for around 3 hours, which isn't extremely long, but listen, guys, that's kind of a long time. I seen a few deer as soon as I walked in, but they spooked off. Then I saw 2 beagles. That was exciting. And then I've actually saw probably a total of around 6 squirrels. However, none of them have been within 30 yards. And even 30 yards is too far for me. Like, I want them at least within 20 yards for me to take a shot with my bow. Because they're only like that big. They're not big at all. Another problem we're dealing with is it's extremely cold and it's windy. Not to mention that that hawk that you hear right now is also hunting the same squirrels I am. Honestly, with that hawk flying around screeching, that's putting all these squirrels on edge, and they're alert. I'll fight him. I'll give him an attitude adjustment if I have to. But anyways, guys, long story short, I don't think this is working. I mean, we got a couple squirrels right up there just messing around. We got a squirrel over there, it's the one we just saw, and I'm pretty sure we have some squirrels back behind us, but none of them so far have been in range. All of them, however, have been on the ground, and that's the shot I'm looking for. Okay, if a squirrel's in the top of the tree, I'm not going to shoot it because it's an arrow, and that's a very bad idea. But as long as the squirrels are on the ground, we got the green light. I feel like if we're really trying to kill a squirrel, our best option is to go ahead and get off the tree stand. The main reason we're in the tree stand is because it's a good place for both squirrels and deer, but at this point, I just don't think deer are really an option anymore. I'm going to go ahead and get down from here, and then we may try to stalk one right up there because, yeah, right there's one right there. Alright, guys. We're out of the tree now. I'm going to go ahead and take off this arrow. The one with the broadhead, take it off, put it up, and then I will pull off. Ow. This one here with the small game head. I'm also going to put on the GoPro, so from here on out until hopefully we get a squirrel, should be first person view. Let's go. Squeak, 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 squeak. Oh gosh, it's a long shot. He's moving. Oh, maybe right there if he'll quit moving. We'll try it. We'll send it. Oh, dang it. Wow, okay. Wow, didn't get him. Okay, sweet. That was crazy. I missed him, but I was pretty close. I was only about 8 inches low. Is it really that far? I didn't think I was that far away, but I hit 8 inches low. No way. No way. My mind wasn't complete. I have 5 pins. Usually, and last time I shot my bow, I knew this, I only use the second and third one, but for some reason on that one, I held on this one up here on the very top one, and I really moved that one to the top just to get rid of it so I wouldn't get confused. I got confused anyhow. But man, dude, if I'd been using the right pin, that'd been dead on. That's a good sign. We didn't get him this time, but that's a good sign, guys. We were really close to killing one, and I feel like if we can find another one, I think we can kill him though. My arrow flew right through here, and I believe, yeah, it's right over there. As you can see, guys, my arrow's actually right here. The squirrel was right here on top of the log, so you can see about how much, that's about how much my pin was. I don't think it dug into the, yeah, it did. It dug in pretty far. Oh, snap. Here's what the head now looks like after it has dug into the earth. It's just full of mud. Just like that, guys, we're ready to go try to find another squirrel. I was actually shooting from way up there on the top of the hill, so I had a really big advantage over this squirrel. And then he actually scurried off and got away on one of these trees right here. That's okay though, that's not a problem. I think I'm gonna get back up on that ridge again, just walk it down that way, and there may be a few more opportunities on down there, but I got my arrow back. Let's head on back up there and we'll try again. That's the only thing we can do. Okay guys, let me set this scene for you. So I'm out here really just squirrel hunting with my bow. My main objective was mainly just to set up the trail camera if you saw me set it down. And then I was like, why don't I just bring the bow and try to kill a squirrel? Because I'm obviously trying to kill a squirrel for this video anyhow. And it's not even for this video. I just want to kill a squirrel with a bow. It's really fun to at least try. I've never done it. But I decided to get up in this tree stand for about 30 minutes and just see what happens. But then I turn around and like, bro, there's a stinking deer staring at me. You're on the GoPro, so you can't see it, but she's actually way down there. She's bedded down. As for now, I can only see one. I think I see two. There's probably 4 or 5 down there because of the way they move in packs. Or herds, I guess. They're not dogs. There's at least 3. I can see at least 3. Well, this is sad, guys. It's just kind of sad when you can't see deer when you're deer hunting, but when you purposely don't bring a broadhead, they're all over you. I don't know, just a thought. Okay guys, it's been about 30 minutes. I sit up there and absolutely nothing happened. So I went back and got the trail camera. I'm actually gonna set it up right here on this tree. This is gonna be kind of a cool angle because you may have never seen this angle before. It's a first person trail camera setting, I guess. We're looking over this area right here. The tree stands right up there. I'm looking at my watch and I'm saying, if you look right there, you can tell deer season's almost over. I have less than half a month to go. Well, almost exactly half a month. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna try to kill a deer, but before I just come in here, it's been a little while since I've been deer hunting. I want to get a little surveillance, get a little information before I actually come down here deer hunting. Because, you know, even though I do know that deer are in this area, it absolutely never hurts to get a little bit more information, because if I set in this trail camera, 1, I may find out that I have things I didn't know I had, like maybe a big buck or something, and 2, I may be even able to figure out if they're coming in at exact time. Like maybe the deer only come in during the mornings or only come in during the evenings. Using a trail camera, that should help me figure it out. But I'm just going to line it up the best I can. Looks like it's overall looking this place in that little salt block. I'm just going to come in here, turn it on, wait until it starts counting down, which it is. Lock up the trail camera, and we are good to go. Now I'll come over here, get my bow that I set down a second ago. Everything looks good. Let's carry on to our hunt. I still think we may be able to get a squirrel, but probably not in this location because I just spent 5 minutes talking to a trail camera. Anyways, let's go. Okay guys, it is actually another day. I'm just gonna say it. We've been on this little bow hunting squirrel hunt for all of a week and a half. Like, we have been trying hard, but this is not easy. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I have one of my old broadheads, my new broadhead, a standard head, and then actually my judo head. About 10 minutes ago, I actually saw a white-tailed deer, which is like, well, a deer. If I do come upon the moment or whatever to where there is a deer in range, I tell you what, boys, I'm pulling out my actual broadhead. I'm gonna take a shot on it. But as for now, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out my small game head, because this is most likely gonna be the head I'll be using. I'll just put it right there, come in here. Now we're ready to go. But listen guys, if I see a deer, do not be surprised if I take this off and put on one of my old arrows. Yes, I'm out here squirrel hunting, but if I can take a deer, I'm more than happy to do that. I think we may got one right up here. He's a decent distance away, but he's actually not far at all.
Oh, baby, we got him. Bro, that was perfect. Oh, no way. No way, we got him. Did you hear that sound? I mean, I'm talking, it was solid. Yes, sir, yes, sir.
That is right, Gray Gang. We got him. One shot, one kill. That Gatorade bottle is dead. Yeah, I know. It's not a squirrel. It is just a Gatorade bottle. But listen, guys, I mean, I've been out here for a little while. I ain't seen nothing. I had to take a shot on something just to make sure I could hit it. And luckily, I can hit a Gatorade bottle. That means I can hit a squirrel. As long as I didn't hurt my arrow in any way, which I'm sure I didn't. Maybe just got a little sticky, which is definitely not great. But besides just being a little sticky, I can probably go dunk this in the creek for a second. The front head, weird looking as usual. Come over here and knock it on this tree a little bit. Get that very satisfying sound. And now most of the dirt's whacked off. Honestly, guys, we're ready to go. I'm just gonna find a good creek, wash this off, and then we will actually continue the hunt and try to find a squirrel. I really just wanted to take that shot to make sure I could hit it. And well, as we've seen, I got it. That's a good sign, guys. That's a good sign. It's more or less just a test. But it was a good test. Here we go. Little stream. Just get this thing wet all in there. That way, it's not sticky. Out here in the summer, have yellow jackets trying to eat my arrow. It's gonna save a lot of weird moments. Okay.
What the? Yes! No way! I got him. I got him. I stuck him. I stinking stuck him. You're stinking kidding me. I'll be honest, I didn't think this could happen. No, he's climbing the tree. I didn't think I'd have to do this, but KG pocket knife is coming out. There's no stinking way. He did not do that. No, no, you're kidding. I shot that squirrel fair and square. I poked him, my arrow went in him, and he went inside this tree. I mean, I was ready to finish him off with the KG pocket knife. We just dropped this one not too long ago. It's actually a trapper with a black ox bone. So this is the first time I've told you in a video, but the pocket knives are restocked, a little bit different styles. We have trappers and stockmen, and then we have white, brown, and black, all made out of ox bone and horn. But back to the main story, my squirrel, oh, look at it. My squirrel literally just yeeted himself inside this tree. What I find interesting is how he had an arrow in him, and I believe this is blood right here. Yep, definitely got some blood. I stuck him good, fair and square, just like a fish, just like arrow and like bow fishing. Stuck him, it didn't kill him. Unfortunately, maybe I hit him in maybe one of his legs or something, but just not enough to kill him. I think I got a plan. I'm either going to try one of two tactics, actually one or two tactics. My first tactic is just going to be simple. I'm just going to get a big stick and start beating on this tree all the way up. If that doesn't work, I'm getting the squirrel, guys. Even if I have to smoke him out. Yeah, it's a war crime. This isn't war. This is hunting. And I am a Native American. Not really, but I'm sure you knew that. But first step, we're just going to try to beat him out. Come on, squirrel. Get out of that tree. It's my tree, son. Get out of there. You're mine now. Yeet. Come on. Here's my theory, okay? This dude in here is stuck with an arrow, and he's I think he's gonna die, okay? I'm pretty sure I hit him really good, even though I didn't kill him instantly. I hit him pretty good, okay? There's only two options. He can sit up there, die, and then fall down, or get up there and the arrow gets stuck in the tree and literally just stay there forever. I'm starting to realize this guy's dying because, well, there's something dripping out of the top of the tree. Something real good coming right out of there. Now here's the thing, guys. I may be able to stick my hand up there and grab him, but then again, I'm not prepared to do that. What I am going to do instead is use my light and try to shine my light up in there, and then I'm going to stick this camera in to see what we can see. Can y'all see a squirrel? Not looking good, is it? I'll be honest, I'm not seeing the squirrel. My camera's pretty way up in there too. I don't know, y'all seen anything? I can see blood on the side, but besides that, man, I ain't really seeing a squirrel. My plan for this hunt was definitely not to lose the squirrel. Keep in mind, we've not lost it yet. However, we're not going to lose it either. We're going to get the squirrel
Maybe. And just for you guys wondering, bow hunting is not any more inhumane than anything else. It's all about where you hit them, no matter what you're hunting with. Whether you're hunting with a 22, a shotgun, a bow, a slingshot, an addle, if anyone can hunt with that. It's all about shot placement. And with my bow, of course, I'm not the best shot in the world, but I'm good enough to kill a squirrel, kinda. I mean, he's gonna die eventually. It's just up to me now. Can I be creative enough to get him out? Of course, I can probably cut open the tree and just split the tree, but I don't think that's how it works. But even with shotguns and 22s, stuff like this still happens. When you injure a squirrel really good, and he's just close enough to a tree to go up in it. People lose squirrels like that all the time. But today, I'm gonna try a little bit harder to get them out. Oh, now there's two tactics I want to try to use. The first one involves cutting down a small, thin, lightweight sapling. So, like I was showing you earlier on the GoPro, this is one of the new KG knives. It's actually the trapper knife. It's the black ox horn. But this looks straight enough, it looks flimsy enough. The flimsier the better, honestly. As long as it's not too flimsy. So I think this one right here is gonna be the one I choose. You know, just well at it with the... Start shredding away with the KG pocket knife. And then I'm just gonna come up here and try to knock off all these little burrs down here at the bottom. Okay, here's the interesting part. Now that we got this long, straight, semi-flimsy stick, I'm gonna come over here to the bottom of the tree. This may not work depending on how far up the squirrel is in the tree. Since the blood is dripping straight down about right here, I have a feeling it may not be much further than right here. Because if it's any further, it would drip and roll down, but it's actually dripping straight down right here. Okay, I'm gonna try to figure out a decent place to set up this camera, because this is a really cool trick that a lot of people may not even know. Kind of a lost art, I guess. Maybe it's not art at all. Maybe I'm just crazy. That's a possibility too. But anyways, first step, I'm gonna stick this stick up there until right up the hole. Kind of poking him, but if we can poke him, that's really good. Okay. So that right there, that's pretty far up there. I'm gonna spin the stick. Seeing if anything's happening. Stick it up there and spin it. Pulling it out. I don't think this is gonna work. No. Okay. Well, maybe actually. We actually might be really close. What we're actually trying to do with this stick, kind of weird in a way. We're trying to stick it up there, wrap it around, spin the stick and get the squirrel's tail wrapped around the stick and then kind of just pull him out. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen it work a couple times before and it works really good because, you know, you get the squirrel that you shot. But this one, I've got some blood on the end of the stick, so we may be really close. We may just need a longer stick. And that's a good thing because, well, there's plenty of sticks around here. I think I'm gonna go one more time. See what we can do again. We'll try to spin that sucker the best we can. The more we can spin it, the more chance we got to grab the squirrel. I don't think my stick's long enough. Or maybe he's just way far up there. I don't... Oh, snap. Bro, no way. No way. Dude. This is almost perfect. This is almost perfect. I don't know if y'all can tell, but there's squirrel fur right there. There's squirrel fur right here. That means that's the perfect length. It just makes it be a little bit longer. Guys, we can actually get the squirrel. I'm not even kidding. Like, we can actually get the squirrel. He's not much higher than I thought he was going to be. Now, we just got to look around and try to find the perfect stick. A super thin but strong. A super thin and long stick is exactly what we need. Let's try it one more time. This should be a lot. This stick's longer and flimsier. This should be the one we need. The squirrel would be great, but my $15, $16 arrow would be pretty good too, if you know what I mean. Alright, we may be in the good zone. We may be in the good zone. We're also fighting for my arrow, son. Them things is cheap. That's a big Easton. Had that big judo point on it and a lighted knot. I can feel like I'm hitting him, but I can't tell for sure because I'm not getting any contact. Pull it out, see what we got. Oh, snap. Well, yeah, he's still right there. He is right there, ladies and gentlemen. He is right there. I'm looking at the fur and blood right there. He may already be dead, because I got a good hit on him with the arrow because it stuck in him. I'm afraid that may be what happened, but if that's the case, well, he's right there. I don't need to cut down the tree, do I? Shoot, no. We are so close, yet so far from getting this squirrel. There is fur all over the place. We are so close, yet so far. There's even some fur right there that I must have pulled down. Oh, and that's tail fur too, so we're actually good position. I'm gonna keep trying this because worst case scenario, I just spend a little bit of my time
and nothing else.
I do want to voice my one and only fear. It's not a fear of anything bad happening. It's just the fear that, well, here's the tube, here's the hole inside the tree. I feel like maybe the squirrels died and the arrow's lodged like that. And no matter how I pull, unless I can get enough force to actually break the arrow, I don't think I'm ever going to get him down. That's my fear. I don't know that for sure. I'm just going to keep doing this, and we may even go ahead and do the verse of the week right now. Originally, I brought a lighter because I was going to smoke him out just in case he was alive, but I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. I think this guy's way far gone dead. He's like, I don't think he has any more life in him. I think he's literally dead. He's just can't do anything because he's dead. You know, that works like he's just dead. We'll see him later maybe. Oh, snap! Oh, snap! We almost had him! Oh my gosh! No way! No way! We almost had him! We almost had him! Oh, snap, dude! Bro! That almost worked perfectly! Oh my gosh! He's definitely dead, because he ain't moving. Come on, KG. We got part of his tail right there. We can get him. We can get him. We just gotta hope. There's always hope. Not that the squirrel's our enemy. I mean, he's kind of part of us. It's like, it's not us versus the squirrel. It's us versus not getting the squirrel. Best case scenario for us, we get the squirrel. Best case scenario for him, we get the squirrel. I mean, he's a living creature, man. He's right here with us. He's not against us. I want y'all to go down in the comments and tell me, have y'all ever seen anyone do this before or heard of it anywhere? Because my uncle showed me this, and we actually pulled out a squirrel. It works really good if there's not an arrow in the squirrel, also preventing the squirrel from coming down. Like this squirrel, I think we definitely could have got him. The biggest thing is, like I was showing, how the arrow's stuck in the tree. I think that's our biggest problem. This is probably going to be the one thing that stops us from getting out this squirrel. But anyway, since it is the verse of the week, I'll go ahead and throw out a Bible verse at you while we're trying to pull this squirrel out of his homestead. Man, what a day, what a day. This has been, you gotta admit, this has been a fun day, really fun experience, even if we don't recover this squirrel, because we know he's here. I don't know if you could tell on the GoPro. We stuck him good, and we saw the blood, so I guess we can kind of say we got him, but technically we've not yet. I got a good verse for you. It's actually Genesis 1:30, and it says, "And to all the beasts of the earth, and all the birds in the sky, and all the creatures that move along the ground, everything that has breath of life in it, I give every green plant for food." And it was so. Did you hear that? He's not dead. He's coming down. Is he coming down? That verse I just read you, I was trying to understand it a little better, but it's in Genesis 1:30. I'm pretty sure it was saying that God basically made everything. But midway me thinking about it, this guy's still alive. So I looked over and like stuff was coming out, like part of the inside of the tree was falling. And y'all heard what he did. I don't know, guys. Let me try one more time, and maybe I can pull him out this time. He may have disconnected himself from the arrow. I'm not really sure. Can y'all see that? The stick is moving. He's in there moving. The stick is actually touching him. And he's starting to move a little bit. I hope he comes down. See? He's moving the stick. I don't know what to do. I never wanted this to happen whenever I shot him, but at the same time, it's just one of the risks of hunting is that you may lose an animal. See if you can listen. You can hear him. We're going to name you Thomas. We're not against you, Thomas. We're not against you. We're literally right here on your side. Unfortunately, we shot at you, but that don't mean that we're not both living things and that we can't work together. Am I right or am I right? You know what I mean, man? Yeah. Just because we try to kill you, that doesn't mean we're not on the same side, am I right? That's called nature. We all in this together, brother. Now that I know you're alive, I might try to smoke him out. I don't know. Is that even, I don't know. We know you're up there. We want you to come back. We want you to come home. Oh, I got him. Did I get him? Uh-oh. He's moving. Thomas is moving. I'm sorry, Thomas. If I knew this was happening, I wouldn't even shot you. One thing I can say, Thomas, is at least you're teaching both me and the Gray Gang a pretty awesome lesson about how the world works. We're going to try our best to get you out, brother. I can promise that. We're going to try our best to get you out. One way or another, we're going to try our best to get you out. Both as your friend and your predator. We were going to try to get you mainly out. As your friend, though. We're so close, man. We're so close. I think I'm going to have to just call it there. I don't think we're going to get him. I don't think we're gonna get him. No, that's our last ditch effort. There's a few more hairs on there. We can hear him inside. It's that day. Let's see if I can hear him, see if he's saying anything. Yep, I heard him. He's actually talking. I'll translate it to you guys right now. Why you just come in here and stab me like that? Thomas is right here. Right here. Thomas is right here. You win some and you lose some. And today, both me and Thomas lost. I'm sorry, Thomas. I hate it. I hate it too. Sorry just as much as you do. Squirrel. That's the stinking squirrel. Oh my gosh. He's coming down. Bro. I don't know if you guys know. I didn't show him much, but I did try to smoke him out just a little bit off camera because I thought y'all may think it was weird, but it's actually a real tactic. I'll smoke him out. That sucker came straight down. I'm just gonna let you know. I'm packing, okay? I don't have my bow anymore. I'm gonna try to sneak up there, try to grab that arrow out and bring him on down, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to sit y'all on the rock I'm sitting on. Then I'm gonna go up, try to grab the arrow, pull it out. This will be epic. Which I was sitting here thinking about the Force, you know, in Star Wars and how I wish it was real. But I was sitting here thinking, we are one with nature because we are one, which is nature. I don't know, it's just a hippie thought. I'm just trying to be a hippie, I guess. But anyways, I'm not even kidding. My arrow's over there. I'm gonna go grab that stinking arrow, and this may get crazy. Wow. I'm gonna get bit. Gotta love Illuminati, baby. Gotta love the Illuminati glowing up in there. If I was crazy enough, I would reach up there and grab it. But if I grab it and that squirrel bites me, I think my uncle's been bit by a squirrel and he said it hurts. I'm gonna go get gloves. But we're gonna pull that sapsucker out there. We're gonna get him. Literally, if he comes out of the tree, we got him. Because he can go anywhere, and he's not gonna be hard to find. Because he's gonna have an arrow dragging it everywhere with a blue light on it. Like I was saying just a second ago, me getting bit by a squirrel is not my idea of a fun day. It'll be eventful for sure, a really great memory, but not fun. Not today, at least. But I tell you what, guys, this is a magical day. This is almost as good as Disney World. I smoked him out. I was just smoking some leaves, not burning him out. Burning him, that's kind of crazy. That's not good. Just putting some smoke into the tree, trying to let him know that is not a good place to be. Trying to persuade him. I'm gonna have to set y'all up on a rock, because I've got to have one hand on the arrow and one hand on the gun. Because this guy's not dead yet. And right there's the stinking arrow. Come on out, Thomas. Just surrender. He's totally fine. Kind of. If he comes out, he'll be better off though. And now it's just a waiting game. And we have to wait very quietly. So I'm gonna stop talking so he'll come on out. That did not just happen. That did not just happen. That did not just happen. That was the most eventful day in my entire hunting career. This has been the most epic video ever. Never has this ever been on YouTube ever before, and if it has, please send me the link. No one has ever, maybe even in the history of the world, shot a squirrel with a bow, stick him good to where the arrow sticks in him, chase him around the forest for a minute or two, it goes up in a tree, I get another tree, try to pull him out, then I smoke him out, then it doesn't work, he starts talking to us saying, come on cuz, why you shoot me like that? Then as we smoke him out some more, the arrow slowly but surely starts coming down. I don't know if you saw it, but it's so creepy because my blue arrowhead, if it wasn't for my shining blue little thing right there, knock, it'd been a different story. But I look inside the dark hole, that light goes, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? My only choice was reaching there and grab it. And I reached in there and grabbed it. I was using my right-handed glove on my left hand. It didn't work right, but I needed my shooting hand ready. And son, I pulled him out, put the 1911, chambered in 22 of course, put him down. So technically, I guess I kind of didn't really kill him with a bow, but I'm gonna count it. That is an epic day. I've spent every bit of, well, what time is it? Let's see how long we spent. I started about 2, and it is now 4:05. I have spent 2 hours on this squirrel. Are you kidding me? This is the best day ever. This is better than Disney. Oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. I stinking smoked out a squirrel. Oh, I hit him, bad shot, but oh, I don't even know. Yeah, I got him right through his butt, and it was actually right there is where the head came out. So, man, right there in the back of the leg. He was gonna die, but I'm just glad that I decided to smoke him out. Cause if I hadn't smoked him out, he wasn't coming out. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Or I mean, I guess he kind of was gonna come out eventually, but there's no way he could have even lived or got outside of the tree with that big thing on. I'd came here in a day or two, and they'd been like a rotting squirrel on the end of an arrow. But man, am I glad that we got him. Thomas, I'm so sorry. I said we were on teams, and at the end of the day, buddy, we're still on teams. We're still hashtag Team Nature. It's just sometimes it looks like we're against each other because I'm kind of like killing you. Bro, we're not against each other. We're on the same team. And I just want to thank Thomas for teaching both me and you guys this valuable lesson of just how we're kind of all a team. About to start crying up in here. It's this sad moment. I can't tell if it's my emotions or the smoke. This was a day to remember. The old 1911 coming in clutch, but also the judo point arrow coming in clutch for tagging this bait. The hunt would have been over almost immediately if I could have got close enough with my KG pocket knife. But then he literally went into the hardest spot possible, right up this tree. Super hard to get to, but we got him. We ended up getting him. You guys don't even know. This has been a full adventure. Got the verse of the week in there too, right in the middle of the video, about how God made all of us, including the squirrels. I'm not gonna show y'all this, but I'm looking at his tail, and unfortunately, a lot of his tail, like, fur is kind of gone from our stick. That does show that our stick method was actually really effective, but unfortunately it just wasn't enough to get the job done. But man, we stinking got him. Let's go. Thank you, Thomas. Thank you. Woo. But anyways, guys, thank you, Thomas. Just in case you don't believe that we finally got him, that was the most I'm speechless. I am speechless. If you want to watch another one of my videos, click right up here. Probably not going to be this epic, but over here is a pretty good squirrel hunting playlist in case you want to watch squirrel hunting, in case that's really what you like. I'll see you some other time. Subscribe if you're not already. That was epic.